and in this video we are going to see about datas. Okay, so because we are dealing with languages and languages, anyway, language is going to deal with datas, right? Even in our common language like Tamil, English, Malayalam, Telugu, or whatever it is, we are transferring data, right? So in programming also, we are going to transfer the data. So this data are classified into different types. Okay, so we will call this data as data types it is. Okay, so now let us see what are the data types we have and what is data type is actually. So actually the data type means it is something which is going to define the size of data to be stored in a variable. Okay, and also it is something which is going to define a range of values which is going to be stored in a variable, and also a set of operations what we can do in the data. So it is going to define three things. One is, so data types means, or data type defines, one, it is size of data. Second one, a range of data. And third one, it is operations to be performed on data. So these are the three things which can be defined, right? So data types can define. Okay, so before that we need to know what is variable is, right? So variable is nothing but when we have data and we need to carry the data in a container, right? So variable is something, right? Because this data type is going to define size of data, range of data, and operations to be performed on the data through a variable. Okay, so now we need to know what is variable is. So variable means a temporary storage to store data. Okay, that is, when we have data, we need to store it somewhere or we need to carry it through a container. So variable is a container to store a data. It is a temporary storage. Okay. For example, let us assume that we are going to a mall. Okay. And let's say I need to carry water. So if I need to carry water, then I need to have a container to carry that water, right? That is what we call it as bottle. Okay. So we need a bottle to carry this water, which is bottle is a variable where we can change water and we can fill it with oil, where we can change water and we can fill it with butter, and we can change water and we can fill it with another any other liquid, right? So this is actually a variable means. Okay, now we need to know how we can define a variable. So to define a variable, the syntax is very easy. That is, let's say I'm going to create a container. Okay, so I need to create a container where. Okay, so this where is a container. Now I need to say to my machine that what is the data, or what is the size of data, and what is the value of data, or what are the operations I'm going to do with this variable. So before defining this, I need to say something here. So let's say I'm saying it is integer. So if I say integer, I can able to store data of size 4 bytes. Okay, and range of data will be from -3 to something to -32,000 something to +32,000 something. And what are the operations I can do? I can do all the operations which can be done through a number. Okay, so this is how I can declare a variable. So if I need to set a value to the variable, that is, if I need to initialize, I can initialize using equal to operator, that is assignment operator, right? So this is how actual syntax of defining a variable is. Syntax of defining a variable is, let's say it is data type, variable name, variable name equal to value it is, right? So this is how we can define a variable. Okay, so that's it for now, and in our next video we can see the types of data and types of operators we have.